Okay, thank you. Fox News alert: President Trump firing back at John Bolton, accusing his former national security advisor of breaking the law by releasing a tell-all book about his 17 months inside the White House. As excerpts from that book raise new questions about the president's dealings with China. Bolton claiming the House impeachment inquiry should have been broader in scope. We're learning more this morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandra Smith.
And a very pleasant good morning to you, Sandra. I'm Ed Henry. The legal battle to block the book's publication now heating up. The Trump administration filing an emergency application for a restraining order, arguing that publishing this memoir endangers national security. This, as the president calls the book's publication, illegal.
He broke the law. Very simple. I mean, as much as it's going to be broken, this is highly classified. That's the highest stage. It's highly classified information, and he did not have approval. That's come out now very loud and very strong.
Okay, Chief White House correspondent John Roberts is live from the North Lawn of the White House for us this morning. John, good morning.
Sandra, Ed, good morning to you. The White House is pushing back hard against John Bolton's new book, The Room Where It Happened, a memoir of his time here in the White House. As Ed mentioned at the top, the Justice Department has gone to court seeking an emergency temporary restraining order. In the Justice Department's filing, it says, quote, "To be clear, defendant's manuscript still contains classified information as confirmed by some of the government's most senior national security and intelligence officials." In the book, among other things, Bolton accuses the Democrats of, quote, "impeachment malpractice," saying that in their haste to go after President Trump on Ukraine, they missed other big targets, including what Bolton calls the president's willingness to intervene in investigations of China and Turkey to curry favor with leaders. Bolton writes in the book, quote, "to, in effect, give personal favors to dictators he liked." Bolton goes on to say the pattern looked like obstruction of justice as a way of life, which we couldn't accept. In an interview with ABC, Bolton saying President Trump's foreign policy was mostly driven by his desire for re-election. Listen here.
I don't think he's fit for office. I don't think he has the competence to carry out the job. There really isn't any guiding principle that I was able to discern other than what's good for Donald Trump's re-election.
President Trump ripping Bolton on Twitter, saying, quote, "Wacko John Bolton's exceedingly tedious book is made up of lies and fake stories, said all good about me in print until the day I fired him. A disgruntled, boring fool who only wanted to go to war, never had a clue, was ostracized and happily dumped. What a dope." In a statement, the publisher, Simon & Schuster, saying, quote, "Tonight's filing by the government," this is for the temporary restraining order, "is a frivolous, politically motivated exercise in futility. Hundreds of thousands of copies of John Bolton's The Room Where It Happened have already been distributed around the country and around the world." What's interesting here, Sandra and Ed, is that Bolton has managed to get both sides mad at him. Not just the president, but also congressional Democrats who say, "Why didn't you come to us during the impeachment hearings and tell us all of this? Why are you doing it in a book?" No question, though, The Room Where It Happened will likely sell a lot of copies and make a lot of money for John Bolton.
That back and forth will continue. John Roberts at the White House for us. John, thanks.